And good afternoon and welcome to high school football on Zulu Sports. Logan, everybody. Kevin Pulley with you. And today we are making some history as the spring football season for 2021 takes place in the Public High League. Carnahan High School, the Cougars prepare to take on the Phoenix of Miller Career Academy. Miller will receive the ball. It's just gotten a kickoff from Carnahan, and it's going to go deep at the Miller end, and Miller will put it in play. And they'll get started here with a 1st and 10. As the ball being marked off. Again, both these teams getting started today, of course, with COVID-19 taking out the fall season. They're beginning spring action here in the Public High League, and I have to do some checking with the history, but I believe this is probably a first for spring football in the Public High League. Again, glad to be bringing you the action on Zulu Sports, and Miller will have it 1st and 10 at their own 20. Miller Academy, the blue jerseys, blue pants, Carnahan, white jerseys with black and gold trim. Quarterback for Miller is number 18, Vance Gross, the sophomore. Here's the first down give for a short gain for Miller. We'll give him a gain of 5 to the 25. Zulu Sports is glad to bring you high school football, and again, it sounds so strange to say that now in the spring, but it is truly a special time as all these athletes and coaches are enjoying this football season. It's new and a different time for all of us. 2nd and 5 at the 25. High snap here, and coming up and making a big hit for Carnahan, the safety, as they come up and take advantage of the high snap. And the Phoenix will lose yardage on the play. Move it back to the 21-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down. Look at the Carnahan defensive backfield. Number 11 over there is Jalen Pulley. You'll see him quite a bit today. He's a defensive player, also a wide receiver, junior receiver, outstanding player that Coach Hale, Darren Hale, the head coach over on the Carnahan side, speaks of quite a bit. So 3rd down now for the Phoenix, and they'll swing it to the left side with the pass going to Elijah Slayton for a short gain, and it will bring up a 4th down now. 4th down coming up now for Miller Academy. 4th down will be coming up. So they will get set to punt here, and back for Carnahan will be Cameron Long. He'll be back for the Phoenix as they'll get set to punt it here. As Miller getting set to punt it. They're going to run with it as keeping it and getting it up to the – they get it up to the 27. That's what we'll call it, as they kept it. Didn't punt it, kept it. And they will turn it over on downs. So Carnahan will take it. They'll have a 1st and 10. Very good position at the 28-yard line of Miller Career Academy. 1st and 10, Carnahan. Their quarterback is the junior Terrell Gray, 6'3", 202 pounds. Darren Hale, the head coach over on the Carnahan side. The head coach over at Miller Career Academy is Reginald Ferguson. As the officials kind of get things set up, sort some things out. And now we're ready to go. 1st and 10, Carnahan. They operate out of the shotgun with Gray. And we get a whistle here. Can be expected here early on, and it's going to be an offside call against the Phoenix of Miller Career. Carnahan picks up 5. 1st and 5 now from the 18. 9:30 to go, first quarter. First possession for Carnahan. Gray with 4 wide receivers and a single back. He's going to hand this one to Lopez. He will roll to the left side for a gain. And he picks up the first down. Tajay Lopez getting the call for Carnahan. First and 10 now for Carnahan as Gray checks with the sideline. He's got 5 receivers, or 4, and a single back. He's going to swing to the right side and just off the hands of Long, trying to get it to Cameron Long. Right through the hands there. Good pass. The quarterback here, Gray, can really throw it. Known for his very, very strong arm. He can really zing it, as they like to say. He can really zing it. Our referee today is Cornell Andrews. The umpire is Keith Washington. Linesman Calvin Jones. Line judge is Melvin Bethany. Here we go, and play to the left side. And Carnahan on the run to the left will gain yardage. And finishing my point on that of our officials, back judge today is John McIntosh. All right, 3rd down now, and we'll call it 9, ball at the 9. Carnahan, 8:36 to go, first quarter, no score. This is their first possession. Hope you're enjoying the action here on Zulu Sports. Jarrell Gray, number 12, will operate. Has some motion with Keith Hudson. Now they hand to the right side. And big gain then. They get the touchdown. They're in for the score. Got the score. They get the touchdown to Hudson. I'm going to say no. Checking here to make sure that we did get the score in here. They go up the middle. And they don't get it. Don't get it on the 2-point. They come up short. But with 8:14 to go here in the first quarter, Carnahan jumping on top here with a touchdown to Keith Hudson. And they lead this 6-0 in our first football game of the spring here, our high school sports football game of the spring here on Zulu Sports. We'll take a timeout. It is Carnahan 6, Miller 0. Kev, how you doing? Hey, come on down. Yes, sir. Come on down. Okay. Back to the action here on Zulu Sports. Early going here. Carnahan with the first score, leading it 6-0 here as they get set to kick off. Tajay Lopez will kick it off for Sumner, number 45. He's a junior fullback, also plays on the defensive line for the Cougars. Carnahan getting the early score, 9-yard pass to Keith Hudson. This one going to be high. This one's going to go into the end zone, and it will be Miller ball will come out to the 20, and they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 again from the 20 here. So Carnahan jumping on top in their first possession as they move the ball. Got some good field position, though. They started at the Miller 27, and they're able to go in from 27 yards, and or I should say 9 yards on the pass to get the score. So apparently we got a flag on the play, or going to move it. It's going to be They're going to start at the 35. The 35-yard line is where the Miller will have it. First and 10. First and 10 now for the Phoenix of Miller. They'll work again with their quarterback, the sophomore Vance Gross. Carnahan coming up in a 4-down lineman set here. Four receivers for Gross. Talking to Coach Ferguson before the game, he said they're going to be expecting more players to join the squad very soon, more players or athletes from the basketball team. So it'll be first down and 10. Miller Career Academy. Big shout out to my friend, good friend, and always wonderful writer, Kevin Boone. Might get him to join us in this second half. We're going to work on that, see if we can't make that happen for you. Be great to have him. First down. Here is Miller on the run. Going to keep this one. Going to the outside. Gross. And he's going to get about 3 on the play as coming up to make the hit for Carnahan on the play was Jaden Rogers. Jaden Rogers is an outstanding athlete, senior corner, plays the linebacker spot. 7:50 to go here in the first quarter. Carnahan out on top, 6-0 over Miller Academy. Hope you're enjoying the game here. First spring football action here on Zulu Sports. And I have to check with Mr. Boone because Kevin would know if this could be, again, talking about history in the PHL spring football action. 2nd and 8 for Miller at the 37. And here's Gross going to roll out, going to throw it to the left side. It's going to be incomplete. Pressure coming from the backside from Carnahan. So it'll bring up 3rd down. Carnahan High School, the Cougars, as we have an injured player down on the play for the Miller Phoenix. We'll check on that for the Phoenix. Looks like it's number 58, the freshman middle linebacker, Damon Brennan, number 58. Good to see him up and walking off the field now. Coach Darren Hale in his 3rd season as the head football coach at Carnahan High School. Says he has big plans for the spring and the upcoming fall. He's excited about it. Talking to him before the game. And Coach Ferguson, who's known for throwing the football, he said you might not see the typical, usual Reginald Ferguson offense today, as he still is getting set and getting things acclimated. 2nd and 8 now for the Phoenix at their own 38-yard line. 7:19 to go. It's Carnahan up by a score here. Gross high snap. Gross sets. He wants to go downfield. He's got a man down there, and this one is tipped up, and it is intercepted by Cameron Long after a tip from Jalen Pulley, and Carnahan gets the turnover and the interception. Cameron Long is a nice play by Pulley, who tipped it, and he tipped it right to his teammate. So Carnahan off to a good start. They'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 25. That pass was going to be underthrown, and it looked like Pulley might make the interception himself, but in fact he knocked it away, and his teammate was able to benefit from it. So 1st and 10 now for Carnahan at the 25. So Carnahan will work 1st and 10. Again, quarterback is Terrell Gray. He likes to work out of the shotgun. Hands this one off to Lopez, who's roaming on the right side. He's got a big game. It's going to be close. And, in fact, think he has the 1st down. Tajay Lopez does get it. A gain of 11 off the right side. Tajay Lopez is quite an athlete for these Cougars. And he's also he's quite a bit to bring down. So he was moving pretty good to the right side. Maybe some shades of Jerome Bettis there, moving it very, very well. All right, 1st and 10, Carnahan at the 36-yard line. 6:50 to go, first quarter. Cougars up 6-0 at this point. They hand it off. This is going to be long. On the jet sweep to the left side, we get a flag. And it's going to be a hold against Carnahan. It's going to be a holding call against Carnahan. As you get the option. And it's going to move it back with the hold. So Carnahan, of course, they run out of the spread. They operate. Of course, they like the option as well, too. So they give you some different looks. Coach Hale, many facets to his offense as well. Just we were talking about Coach Ferguson. Coach Hale, same way. Played his college football at Arizona State for the St. Louis Rams back then. Legendary coach Mike Martz. So it'll be 1st and 15 from the 36 for Carnahan and Gray. He hands off. This one's going to be a short gain up the middle. Not much that time. As a really good play up front for the Phoenix. Good response from the Miller defense. So here we go. They swing it to the left side. Long makes a move, still on his feet, and he'll be short of the first down. He'll pick up 2 yards on the pass. So you're going to see a lot of Cameron Long, the 5'8" junior who likes to really get loose. Carnahan again operating, no huddle offense. And we get a whistle now. We'll get things set up. Again, high school football action, spring football. You're watching it. That's right, spring football here on Zulu Sports. Spring football right here, Zulu Sports. Here's the pass in the middle, and a big first down as getting set up with the pass is great. Found Jalen Pulley on the nice route, running the middle route and that seam, and he was able to make that pass and get the first down. Gain of 16 on the play on the pass to Pulley. First down, Cougars at the 49 of Miller. Here's Gray, high snap. Gray going to keep this one. He's going to run, and he'll get about 5. And he fumbled the football, and looks like the Phoenix have it. It came out of there, and it appears, thought that maybe Vance Gross had made the recovery, but they're going to say he didn't. Going to say down by contact. So Carnahan dodges one there. They keep the football. So 2nd and 5 at the 44. Cougars of Carnahan on the move. Terrell Gray operating out of the shotgun. Another high snap. Gives it to Lopes on the right side. Lopez still on his feet. Lopez, look at him go on the right side. He's got a first down and a whole lot more. Tajay Lopez, a big gain on the right side. Tajay Lopez has been very effective in this first half. And the Phoenix and Coach Ferguson going to take a timeout with 4:16 to go here in the first quarter. Hope you're enjoying the action here on Zulu Sports. It is Carnahan 6 and Miller 0. We'll take a break in the action. This is high school football on Zulu Sports. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm glad you made it, Kev. Didn't know if you was gonna get here or not. Yeah, they didn't give you no trouble getting in, right? No problem. Right? Okay. Good, sir. Right? Oh. Oh man, I'm on here. I thought you. Yeah. Yeah.
You see your Microsoft? 25 after timeout. That's at a new height, level third these days.
All right, so we're back to the action here. 4:16. We're all getting set here new, right? In the start of the new spring season. Got to know when the mic is hot and when you're not. And I know it's hot now. At least I know it. At least I can hear that it is. So I'm assuming that it is. 6-0 is our score. 4:16. I hope you're enjoying the action here, as we are glad to bring it to you. Spring football and some really great weather. Couldn't ask. I mean, you're talking about football weather today. We have it here at Gateway Tech. All right. I mean, couldn't ask for a better day. There is some rain in the forecast later today, but right now, these players and coaches are loving this weather. Carnahan, when we get back to action, will have a 1st and 10 from the 23 of Miller. They scored in the first quarter on a touchdown reception from Gray to Keith Hudson. This is Gray with this first down. He sends Hudson in motion. Up the middle, this is Tracy Fauntleroy, who will pick up some yardage for the Cougars, keeping that one. Tracy, the 5'11 senior running back. Moved to the running back position this year. He's played most of his career at defensive line and linebacker. This year, he's carrying the football. So some big backs for Carnahan with Fauntleroy and Lopez. 2nd and 6 now. This is Gray still on his feet. Gray gonna hold on to it, and he'll get a he's gonna probably lose, it looks like, a yard on that one. I've heard different reports about Terrell Gray, the junior quarterback for Carnahan. Some people say he can throw it as far as 70 yards. I've heard some even say 80. He has quite an arm, and he can really fire the football. 3rd and 3 from the 16 for the Cougars. Get an up-close look at him. And the Phoenix of Miller Career Academy. Carnahan has never defeated Miller in football. To the left side, this is Keith still with the football. Keith Hudson, and he will get it inside the 5. Hudson with the carry. Looks like we're going to spot that one inside the 5 at the 3-yard line. So it'll be 1st and goal now. Carnahan from the 3. 2:51 to go. This time Gray comes under center. Checks over at the sidelines. Coach Hale. To give, they going inside, trying to go to the outside, still on his feet, into the end zone, and in for the touchdown. Tracy Fauntleroy scores from 3 yards out. And Carnahan adds on to the lead. That time Fauntleroy came off his left guard, took a hit, kept moving those feet, as you always hear the coaches talk about that. He kept moving and was actually helped out by the Phoenix, knocked to the end zone, and he gets the score. So 2:23, Fauntleroy scores from 3 yards out. Now on for the 2-point conversion. Gray going to throw it, puts it in, and it's going to be incomplete. So the extra point attempt fails here. So at the 2:23 mark, it is Carnahan leading it by 12. We'll take a timeout. You're watching Zulu Sports. Welcome back to Gateway Tech. We are here, Spring Football 2021. That's right, in the Public High League, Carnahan High School, the Cougars, and the Phoenix of Miller Career Academy. Tajay Lopez set to kick this one off. This one's going to go deep, and it's going to be taken and returned. Phoenix have it going to the right side and going to be taken down after across the 20-yard line as on the return for the Phoenix, and they get it across the 20. They'll have it 1st and 10. So 1st down and 10 at the 22-yard line. 1st and 10 for Miller Career Academy and the Phoenix. Vance Gross to quarterback. Gross, and we get a whistle. It's going to go against the Phoenix. Looks like we had a false start there, so the Phoenix will lose 5. It'll be 1st and 15 now. Backs them up to the 17. First and 17, 2:13 to go, first quarter. High snap. This one's real high. Gross going to get it, though, and recover with it. Knight's going to run and finally taken down. As he did a good job to recover and able to not get a safety with that. So, good recovery. That's going to move the Phoenix back to the 7. Back to the 7. So 2nd and 25. Very long to go down for the Phoenix. 1:28 and counting, first quarter. It's been all Carnahan to this point. Gross, we get a whistle. And again, the teams here, of course, getting adjusted here in the spring, so you're going to have some whistles. We kind of expect that in the early going here, as the penalty is against the Phoenix. So they'll be half the distance, and that'll move them to inside the 3-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down again and very, very long. For the Phoenix. Gross swings to the left side, gets a receiver, and it'll be a short gain before they finally force the play out of bounds, as Amari Llewellyn, along with Jeremiah Hampton, both over on the stop to force that play out of bounds. And that'll bring up 3rd down and long. Inside a minute to go here now in the first quarter. We'll mark it at the 5. 3rd and 27 for the Phoenix.
You got a long way before you get 1st down, probably like 40 yards.
Third down here as we get a whistle. See what the call will be here, as might be an equipment check. Don't think there is any penalty. So we're ready to go now. This will definitely be the last play of the quarter here. Gross. Checking his line. Looks like he's going to let the clock run out here on the quarter. We're down to 2 seconds, and there it is. So that takes us out of the first quarter. We wrap it up, and our score is Carnahan, the Cougars, 12, and the Phoenix of Miller Career Academy, 0. We'll take a break. This is Zulu Sports. I gotta watch my mic here. With the profanity. Get some profanity here. Ed. Mm-hmm. Y'all help me out on that language now. Y'all help me out because it's on my school website. Y'all help me out. Yeah, help me out. Help me out, y'all. Okay. All right, welcome back here on Zulu Sports. Set to start the second quarter. Cougars of Carnahan leading it by 12. As the Phoenix have a third down and long coming up from the 27, or excuse me, from the 5. So second quarter action set to go here. Carnahan off to a good start in the first quarter. Couple of scores from Keith Hudson and Tracy Fauntleroy getting on the boards for the Cougars. Gross on the snap. Gross going to keep it. Now here comes the pressure, and Gross is going to go down. Has a good surge up that middle coming from the Carnahan Cougars and their defensive tackle, Rashad Turner, in there. Making a strong play up there. Rashad Turner is 6'5". He's 259 pounds for the Carnahan Cougars. That's a good-sized defensive end there. As Kev Boone agrees on that. That's pretty good company. And then you look over on the other side of him, the other defensive tackle over there is the brother of the quarterback, Tion Gray. He's 6'5", 240. So you got two defensive ends for Carnahan that are both 6'5". They're going to say that Carnahan made the play in the end zone, and so it's going to be a safety here. So that makes our score 14-0. So Carnahan Cougars are off to a really, really strong start here. Getting a lot of size in that defensive front there. Two 6'5" defensive ends, and one of them a freshman and one a junior. That's not bad, right, Mr. Boone? That's not too bad. Coach Darren Hale's got to be happy about that. Not too bad. So the Phoenix will get the free kick from the 20-yard line. They'll get set to kick it. And we get a whistle here as Coach Ferguson there talks to the officials, talks to some of his players, and now they're going to kick it. They're going to put it on the tee now. They're going to put it, instead of the punt, they're going to put it on the tee. So that's coming up. So they're getting set to go. 14-0 our score. Here's the kick. It's going to be, we get the whistle, I do believe, before the kick as it stops right at the 40 as the official will sort it out. I'm not sure if it was a situation where they weren't ready and officials were ready, the players were ready, not quite sure. But we will eventually get this kicked off here. Now they're trying to determine if they're going to kick it or if they're going to punt it. Now they're going to put it back on the tee. They prefer to kick it from the tee. We'll get it here. We're going to get it sorted out here. There's the kick. And Polite's going to take it at the 45. Here's Jalen Polite. Polite up to the 40. Polite still on his feet. And finally taken down inside the 35-yard line. Nice return. Jalen Polite that time kind of saw what was taking place, knew it was going to be short, and he just took it on the run. So Carnahan will get outstanding field position. They'll have it from the 33 of Miller Career Academy. So it'll be 1st and 10 Cougars. Up by 14 at the 33. Four wide receivers for Gray and company on the Carnahan side. Checks with the sideline. He's getting a lot of signals. He's reading all of that on that Carnahan sideline. It's Polite in motion. They give it to Polite. Here's Jalen Polite. Gets across the 30. Polite with some yardage. Gets it up to the 26-yard line. Jalen Polite. They like to use Polite in motion. They like to throw it to him. They'll hand it off to him. You'll see him move around quite a bit in that Carnahan offense. Second and 3, give him a gain of 7 from the 26. Single back is Lopez with Gray. This is Lopez on the move. Lopez has a first down and some good yardage. Flag comes in, though. There is a flag down. Tajay Lopez just had a tremendous first half here. He's just running that ball off tackle very, very well. This was going to come back, though. This time a hold against the Cougars is going to knock that one out. That'll back the Cougars up. The ball at the 29 now. Second and 6. Check to the sideline for Terrell Gray Jr. Phoenix show blitz. Now Gray's going to roll. Gray throws it. It's got his man Pulley. Inside the 20, up to the 19. And that's good enough for Carnahan, first down. And Gray really looking comfortable throwing the ball this year. Looks really at home in that spot. Oh, this one gets away. Here comes Gray. He's going to have to eat that one and take it down. Loss for the Cougars. That's about almost a big loss back to the 9-yard line. And we have a player down, injured player down for the Phoenix Career Academy. That's their outstanding defensive end, Richard Butler, number 52, who's down right now for Miller Career Academy. As they work on him. Hope you are enjoying the sports action, the football action, spring football action here on Zulu Sports. And it'll be a season of 5 games this year for the Carnahan Cougars. They'll play 5 spring games, and Coach Hale really excited about that. They've been biting at the bit, ready to go. Going back to last summer, of course, having, like everyone, having to work within the rules of keeping all the players safe, coaches safe, of all the protocols. And so even through the off season and, of course, weight training, weightlifting, off-season workouts, and now they're back on the field. So it's a special day for all the coaches and players to get back out here and have football back on March the 13th of 2021. Glad to see Butler is up and walking off the field. That's a good thing. See him walking off. Number 52, they are really high on him. Expect big things from him. Richard Butler, defensive end over on the Miller Career Academy side. So 1st and 10, or excuse me, 2nd down. Cougars throwing this one long, and it's caught. Hudson with it. Hudson still on his feet. Big gain for Carnahan. And a 1st down. Keith Hudson making a big play. Hudson and Pulley, I tell you, they both have some really talk about hands. You hear the old expression of catching BBs in the dark. That's the way Coach Hale would describe these guys. Ray working for it. 1st and goal from the 6 Cougars. A lot of checking and connecting with the sideline for Gray. Now he said he's under center now. Gonna hand off. Lopez up the middle, fumbles the football, and I think the Phoenix have it. Right up the middle. Looked like he never got a good handle on it. Ball just came out of there, and the Phoenix were right there to make the play. So first down for the Phoenix. And Carnahan will take check that. It will be a timeout coming up for the Miller Career Academy Phoenix. We'll take a break too. This is Zulu Sports. Welcome back from Zulu Sports. We are here at 9:11 to go second quarter. Carnahan up 14-0 over Miller Career Academy. And the Phoenix have a 1st and 10 from their own 2. Quarterback Vance Gross and company. Gross, last time they were down here, Carnahan, he got a good surge up the middle and got the safety. So Coach Ferguson, conscious of that and getting the signals over to Gross. He was checking with the sidelines. And apparently, Miller Career, they're going to take another timeout here.
They had too many men out there? No. Ain't enough of it. You steady counting?
First down and 10 from the 2. This one is thrown out, and the pass is caught. It's completed. Getting it up to the 15. A good pass and a good reception for the Phoenix. Gross hung in there, made a good pass, and picked up a first down. Gets it out to the 16. Gain of 14 on the pass. First and 10 from the 16 now for the Phoenix. 8:38 to go in the first quarter. Gross being flushed. Gross going to keep this one, running the sidelines, and gets over to the 20. Gets 4 on the play. Back to the action here. This is Gross on the run. He's got some good yardage. Gross going to pick up a first down and a whole lot more. Still on his feet across the 50. Still finally knocked out. Big gain. Big gain on the play. As the sophomore, Vance Gross with a strong run. Gets it up to the Carnahan 40. Big run for the Phoenix. Showing some of the speed there, Vance, as he really took that one for a nice sprint down the right side. 1st and 10 from the 40. 8:16 to go in the second quarter. Here the Phoenix, and it's going to be a short gain. Good defensive play up front for the Cougars of Carnahan, as a good stop up front from Kingle Beckham, the 5'6" sophomore defensive lineman, right there to stop that play.
So he went to the back instead of the quarterback? The ball went to the quarterback. The running back didn't know what he was doing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He froze. Doing the fake. Elijah was still in his hands. There wasn't no fake though. Yeah.
So we get a whistle here. It's 7:30 to go in the second quarter. We're going to get a timeout here. And we get a timeout right now. 7:30 to go, second quarter. It's Carnahan, about 14.
I can see it on YouTube. Yeah. I want to think it's my embed code or something.
It might be, I don't know. Honestly, they may be mine. I give them that. They're doing better.
Yeah, when I go to it here, it says unavailable. I can playback unavailable, so it has to be saved by the video.
You hanging around with them there? For what? See if they show up. Because it's available. Trying to pull up on your phone. See if you see it. I ain't got no clock. Just pull it on the YouTube page and then join on the school. Well, yes.
I just tell
see on the YouTube page.
Okay, I tell them to go to YouTube. I just tell them to go to YouTube.
I'm not that long.
Put it on the school's website. It's not playing. Yeah.
The mic don't work. Sometime out on 20.
Yeah, you can still watch it on YouTube. It says go to YouTube.
All right, we're back here at Gateway Tech, 7:30 to go, second quarter. Phoenix on the move right now, in business at the Carnahan 40 with a second down. Getting set to go. Zulu Sports, glad to have it on for you. Carnahan High School and Miller Career Academy. This is Gross to the right side. Gross getting the block, and he'll pick up 4 on this play to the right side. Third down and 6 coming up for the Phoenix. Carnahan on 2 touchdowns and a safety have themselves a 14-point lead right now. Two receivers to the left side now for Gross and the Phoenix. 3rd and 6. They hand off and bottled up inside, but it's going to be a short gain as the give was to their running back. Not much movement. It'll be 4th down now. Elijah Slayton on the carry. Fourth down, 4th and 3 at the 33. Close, and we get some movement. Looks like the Phoenix had the false start on the left side. The Phoenix was saying they were encroached, but we're going to see what it looks like. It is going to go against Miller. We're going to back him up 5 more. And they'll move it back to the 38. 4th down. It was a hard count from Gross, and it's left side of the line, the movement. So 4th down, 8 at the 38. This Gross on a pitch back, coming to the left side, trying to get a block is Slayton. And ball comes out, goes out of bounds, but it goes out of bounds. And they're going to be short of the 1st down as they look like something might develop out of that, but then it was closed on by Carnahan. The Cougars had good pursuit on that with Daniel Boyce and also Calvin Campbell, freshman and a sophomore, with good coverage to stop that one. Officials are talking it over. And Carnahan will take over on downs. They'll have it at the 38-yard line of Miller. So 1st down and 10, Carnahan at the 38-yard line. So Gray will work with trips to the left side and a single receiver right. Terrell Gray, Jr. This is Lopez. Lopez again running that left side. Every time he's carried the ball, he's carried it for net positive yards today as he rolls off that right side, gets it across the 40. Gain of 5 from Tajay Lopez. Seems like that play has been there all afternoon for the Cougars. 2nd and 5. Again, a lot of credit to these players and coaches, to be out here playing, doing what they're doing, and they're overall, when you really think about it, you could expect more flags and penalties, but I haven't seen that. This time they give it to Fauntleroy, and he takes down a couple of players, but then, boy, a good surge from the Phoenix to shut him down for no gain. Good surge up front from the Phoenix, and Jalen Hunter, number 56, the nose tackle for Miller Career, coming up to really lay the hammer on that play. Third down for Carnahan at the 46, and The Cougars are going to take a timeout to talk about it. So we'll take a break in the action as well. It is Carnahan 14, Miller Career 0. This is Zulu Sports.
So Quentin, Big Cool, Mooney, all of them they should have came back to coach. You two, you was already a coach already.
We got so I told him like
It was a bunch of y'all, man. Each team had 6 coaches. Y'all could have spun off and y'all could have been great forever. I love playing against y'all.
he wasn't trying to square up the team, trying to like let the team stack. But I'm like, look, it ain't gonna work because coaches in their pride. I don't mind going with another team to help out the program, but if you trying to stack just one team, with all the other kids, real coaches.
Back to the action here at Gateway Tech. Carnahan with a 3rd and 2 from the 46th, 4:07 to go. They go up the middle with Fauntleroy, and nowhere. He is met and stopped for a loss. Strong surge, good play up the middle from the Phoenix. Jalen Hunter, once again, the nose tackle, making the play. Stop that one.
Hey, Smoke!
Carnahan with no place to go on that one. It'll be 4th down now. Or actually, that was a turnover on downs, excuse me. So it'll be 1st and 10 Phoenix. They'll have it at the 44 of Carnahan. So good defensive play search there from the Miller Academy Phoenix. 1st and 10 now for Gross and company. Has a split set of receivers to each side. Gross. Pressure coming. He's going to keep this one and run. Got some yardage. Gets across the 40. Good run from Vance Gross. Vance Gross with a good run.
Hey, Wood!
Picked
Tell
up
him to shut the routes down,
Picked
man.
up 8 on that play. Gets it out to the Carnahan 36.
Overall.
One thing about Gross, he's showing he's got a lot of speed back there. You have to account for him. Sophomore quarterback. Uh-oh, low snap. Gross is there, and he's going to go down. The low snap bounced back to him, and the rush up the front from Nigel Beckham. Nigel Beckham, the sophomore defensive lineman right there, number 60, to make the hit for Carnahan. Third and 11 now. Or the Phoenix. Loss takes them back to their own 44. This is Gross going to go down the field. He's got a receiver and almost got it there as stretching out trying to make the grab was Jones. Jakeem Jones stretched out, tried to make the catch. It was a great effort, just couldn't quite get there. And will be 4th down coming up for Miller Career Academy. Looks like Phoenix kind of settled down here. Maybe again, when you come out haven't played in a year, and you come back out, it certainly takes a while to get everything back on, and they had to just take that first quarter. They seem to be settling in now. So 4th down and 3 receivers. Trips to the left side now for Gross. That's a single back. High snap. Gross with it. He's going to set up, and he's going to put this one up. This was going to be short and almost intercepted by Llewellyn of Carnahan as that throw was short. I don't know if it was tipped, but it was short. Amari Llewellyn almost getting that one, but to his gain in Carnahan that he didn't, because they're going to get the field position, and they'll start at the 44, at their own 44, with 1:54 to go here in the second quarter. First and 10, Carnahan at the 44, their own 44, 1:54 to go. Might be able to get a shot at what's going on the Carnahan sideline. I tell you, it's quite a bit to be able to read how that as a quarterback does. Here's the left side and a big run, big gain on that left side from Tajay Lopez. Tell you what, he has had himself quite a first half here. Gets that one up to the 41. Gain of 17 for Tajay Lopez. First and 10. Give it to him again on the right side. Here's Lopez still moving bodies, and this time he'll go across the 40 to the 43. Picks up 4 on that. Tell Kevin looks like he picks up about 4 or 5 every carry. $1:16 to go and counting here. Carnahan on the move right now. 2nd and 6 at the 37 of Miller. This time Fauntleroy will get it. Fauntleroy up the middle. He gets it up to the 40, across the 40 to the 35. Under a minute to go here in this first half. Down to 38 seconds, and Carnahan going to use a timeout. 38 seconds to go. I believe that is Carnahan's final timeout here. And 38 seconds to go. Ball's going to be at the 35.
You wonder why I want to choke you when you get a job? You wonder why I want to choke you when you get a job?
He recording. You gotta watch your language.
I said that ain't bad.
No, that's violent.
Remember when you was young?
You don't want to promote violence.
Choke you.
Don't promote violence.
And then you tried to scare me up there in the middle. Hey man, you know who I am?
You know who I am.
Yeah, cool.
Gotta keep you on your toes. Keep you on.
Yeah, I can't forget y'all, man. I remember that one game.
You bother everybody.
Remember that game we had that one night at Herbert Hoover? It was raining and snowing. Y'all clown. I beat Matthew Becky that time. I'm like, oh, this gonna be good right here.
Raining and snow.
They was cutting up. Yeah, I don't know if he was at that game, boy. This was at nighttime, and this was a good game. I don't know who they were playing, really.
Too many to remember.
No, that game, I do remember that one.
right, 3rd and 4 for Carnahan at the 35. Gray. Gonna roll Gray. Gonna keep this one. Gray at first down. And he'll get out of bounds to stop the clock. 31.6 seconds. He gets a first down, gets it up inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. First and 10. Cougars trying to get more before the half. So 31.6 seconds to go, Carnahan. And they're going to be backed up here. Let's see what the call was, but it's going to go against Carnahan. Going to back them up now to the 33. So it's 1st and 15 now from the 33. 31.6 seconds to go. Gray sets up. Gray going to go long for it. He's going to go for it. He's got Hudson on the right side, and it's too far for him. Just a little bit too far. But Gray kind of showing off his arm there a little bit too, letting you see. Didn't really put a lot behind that one, but he shows you what he can do. Hey, when he throws it, as you get a look at the Carnahan offensive line there, it looks like he can just kind of almost like effortlessly really just let it loose. He is blessed with one of those cannons like that. Here he goes again. Gray getting set. Gray still going to run it. Gray on the run. Gray getting good yardage for the Cougars. Picked up good yardage. It was good coverage down the field. Not really any place to go with the football, and he was able to tuck that one in and get some good yards out of it. Picked up 10 on the run. Now it's 3rd and 4 from the 22. 17 seconds to go. Terrell Gray sets up. He's going to throw this one long down the left side for Fluellen, and Fluellen is in for the touchdown. Amari Fluellen on that go route from Terrell Gray gets the 22-yard touchdown pass, and Carnahan extends the lead. Strong move, Amari Fluellen. Down the left side, he's 6'4" himself, so he is quite a receiver himself. I tell you, these Cougars got some pretty large receivers and players out here. And he just made that grab. A nice little touch pass thrown from Gray, and he gets it in for 22 yards out. Now Carnahan on now for the 2-point conversion. They'll work out of the I formation this time. They give it to Fauntleroy, and he is shut down quickly. Good reaction from the Phoenix of Miller Academy. So with 11.7 seconds to go here in the first half, Carnahan extending their lead to 20. It is Carnahan 20, Miller Academy 0. We'll take a break. This is Zulu Sports.
Not fight. I'm not. That's not my go.
This is a happy little fella back in them good old days. Look at him trying to look for the teeth.
Let's see.
That's a shame they ain't got no kicking teeth. They got to go on somebody else. They all over 40. Don't just go to back up at least 5 yards.
Not anymore. That one I'm getting at.
They changed that.
No,
You always got
running start.
You always got somebody stepping over the line. You know
They
that.
changed that about 6, 7 years ago, man.
That must have been volleyball then.
All right, Carnahan and Lopez set to kick off. Lopez, strong kick, going to be taken at the 12 by the Phoenix. This is Gross with it, and Gross still on his feet. Gross across the 40, still up, finally knocked out at the near midfield. Gross kind of took that one and kind of was looking for a hole to open up. Then he just kept going down the left side. Gets it across the 45 to the 47. That's where the Phoenix will have it with 2 seconds to go here in the first half.
Your wall there.
Why? I ain't never heard anything like that. I had set them up. Like I was told, once I feel 2 steps, go back, slow stride it. Once you get it, turn it on. Boy, when I got outside of that wall, it's like
So 2 seconds to go here before the end of the first half. It's been all Carnahan here. The Cougars very impressive coming out here. They've scored on a 9-yard touchdown pass to Keith Hudson, a 3-yard touchdown run from Fauntleroy, and a 22-yard touchdown pass to Fluellen. And this is where we are.
You know y'all gonna throw that pass. You know that. And he gonna go
2 seconds to go. Gross sets up. Oh boy, he is hit as he was ready to throw that one, as good pressure from Daniel Boyce. And now time runs out, ball is loose, and the ball was picked up. And it was a carry in there by Damon Brennan. And Brennan is down right now for Miller. Miller was tackled by Pulley on the play, and so a couple of players and some injuries are slow to get up right now. Wishing them both the best as the linebacker came down on the play and took quite a tumble after the hit by Pulley. So that is the end of the first half. It's Carnahan 20, Miller Career Academy 0. We'll take a timeout from Gateway, and you're watching high school football on Zulu Sports.
Owe me a milkshake, huh, Ken? Yeah.
Get on the stick for a minute? Get on the stick for a minute? See, like, you got an XLR in case I don't have one.
All you do is get Kevin a headset?
Yeah, you got an XLR.
XLR cable?
Yeah. In case I don't know where I got mine.
I scared we'll do something the second half. Maybe I was going to ask you. You ain't ready to leave, are you, Kev?
No, I'm just stepping out.
Yeah.
No, I'm probably gonna stick around another
Yeah,
quarter.
Kev, you stick around. He'll be with us. I got an XLR here.
Oh, okay.
Kevin's gonna be. And I can't figure out why I can't get this to play on our website.
So I thought you already did it anyway.
We do, but I was trying to put it. I was trying to put the link up.
On the website.
Yeah, and but
They
it
won't let you do it?
It won't let it play for some reason.
Maybe the dish should go over early.
Yeah, but see, even when I use like my hotspot, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
When I use my hotspot, it still ain't coming on. It keeps saying.
Is the clock supposed to be running?
It should be. But one thing about it, officials keep
time too.
Oh, okay.
What does this mean when it says playback on other website has been disabled?
I've never seen that before.
I gotta start the clock.
I may know what that is.
Is it something we doing?
No, it's probably saying that, what's it saying? Like, it's a setting on there that prevents you from embedding it on another website, but it shouldn't have been set on mine. But I'll check it and see.
Yeah, because like I embedded, what did I? You know,
Because I usually just set it so that, people can embed it, because that's the whole point of it.
Yeah, see.
I'll check it, I think I got it up on my, I got my account up on my computer.
Okay, yeah, because I'm trying to, it's real weird, because like, I mean, like when I put the embedded, it shows up like it's there, but when you,
Yeah, that's how they look there. It's a beast.
he a beast in the day, isn't he?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You see Griff over there?
Now he on the sideline?
I saw him over there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, him and Big.
Yeah.
Get the XLR.
See, because it's costing you views on, well, no, actually it's helping you on your site, because they ain't it's direct site, they ain't
Well,
watching.
I mean,
It's all the same.
if it works, they'll be able to go back and see it anyway.
Yeah.
It just,
That's just weird. I just wanted it to be on the school site, because
Yeah.
there are people,
But no, I'll check it,
But
as
see,
soon as I get back out there.
what made me think something strange is going on is, all right, like it's a McClure North Hazelwood Central game on right now that's on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
So if I click this, I can watch that from our site,
Huh? Have they
Oh,
started?
no, that's sending you to YouTube right there.
Yeah, okay, but from my site it won't send you to YouTube, which is strange.
No, that's where you click the
Hey,
Right. But see, but that's what I'm saying. How you doing? You doing all right? Ain't too cold, huh? Okay. You sure?
She's looking like a pro walking around out there.
First you told me the camera's heavy. Is it still heavy?
I'm just not used to it.
Well, see, in the business, you always, it's part of what we do. You adjust to everything. But you got some good photos of them too before the game.
Before the game, yeah.
You did. Yeah. She's like a awesome.
So Pulley, is it a live stream?
It's a
So they don't have to go through mission to get it, do they?
No, this one is free.
This is free.
Ed has got this
No,
one on
they
the house.
don't care about the regular season game.
Yeah.
The playoff
Until you
games
get
they
the
care
playoffs,
about.
then you got another story.
Yeah.
Hey, Kevin, that game, the Smith game was last night.
Yeah, what?
Carter Ritter won, too.
Yeah, about 3.
But it
Yeah,
went in the
I wish we could
overtime or
hit that
something.
game.
Ah, man, I was trying to go
With
last
that
night.
Jennings game.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to go last night. I didn't know it was last night.
You got 8 people watching it on the stream.
Man, it don't look like Miller got any kind of depth, man. Sounds look like they barely got a team put together.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Put your headset on for a second.
That's what I was saying. This headset here?
Yeah.
Okay.
They playing tough, though.
That's good, kid. You got stick out there.
Oh, okay. You mean put it out the window? Oh, you talking about? Oh, okay.
I got it right here. I tell you, that's like Simpson, man. Here's a wire that's over on you.
Yeah, right. That's like the lady said, here's a pole. What she said, here's a pole that shouldn't be here. She pulled the whole place down. Here's a pole that shouldn't be here.
Man, I'm gonna be real and watch them, man. They got a whole bunch of good ones on tonight, man.
Do they?
Hold that lion. Ichabod slip.
Ichabod slipped up?
Yeah.
And Sharon did my book too. I mean, he really didn't like losing, but he especially didn't like losing to Sumner. Yeah, so
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. And so,
Yeah, those were some awesome games. Yeah.
so
I'm sorry. Who, me? Oh. I'm sorry, man. I wanted them to hear me, and that's
that's okay. Yeah, well, so yeah, when you talk about
He said, "Ain't him."
you talk, when you
Then
talk
who is it?
when you talk about those PHL days, I'm pretty sure when you were watching those big rivalry games between Sumner and O'Fallon, probably some great crowds were in these stands as well too,
Man,
right?
it would be packed. It would be packed. I don't know if you can hear me now.
Yeah,
Can you hear me now? Okay.
So
Yeah, the games would there would just be people on both sides of the field, and there would be people on the outside, on the street side, on the perimeter of the facility, and they of course were just as into the game. I'll tell you a game I remember. Sumner played Jefferson City out here.
okay.
And it was the only time Jeff City and Pete Atkins came to St. Louis. They played Sumner. They beat Sumner, and I think it was a low-scoring game. Like I don't think Sumner scored. I think the final was 12-0. But I'm telling you, for a team that lost the football game, they hit those guys like there was no tomorrow. No, like there was no tomorrow. And I mean, they had a couple of defensive backs, Dotson. I think Edwin Dotson. And, I can't think of the other guy's name, but I think his son went to SLU.
Wow.
And, it was just some great games out here. A lot of the games here were kind of went under the radar because, it wasn't the greatest field at that time. It is now. It's
It's
first
tremendous
class.
field now. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
And boy, we'll get to hear more stories like that from Kevin Boone, and really appreciate him joining us here in the booth as we get set for the second half. Kev, what'd you think of that? What'd you think of that first half, though? What'd you think of that?
I'm impressed with how athletic the guys are at this stage in the year. I mean, I'm not saying that they weren't being groomed for spring football. They probably were in training, but they are really, really in shape. They seem to be athletic, and they're getting around good. And the big kid, Lopez, what a runner. I mean, for his size, 265 pounds. My goodness, he can move.
He can move it pretty well, and it's something to get in front of him to try to take him down, too, isn't it?
No.
That's like a Mack truck coming, right?
He reminds me of a kid that played for Sumner named Shalom Manuel, the late Shalom Manuel. He's departed us way too soon, but Shalom Manuel was like 260, 275 pounds. And I saw him out here one time run over East St. Louis. The only time Sumner ever beat East St. Louis in those big games back in the 80s.
Sure.
Yeah, and it was quite a performance on his part.
Wow, I remember some of those games in the 80s. It seemed like it took forever to ever really get those games scheduled.
Yeah,
like
they
that,
were kind of like the two boxers that kept eluding each other.
Yeah.
What was their name? Mayweather and Pacquiao.
Yeah.
They never wanted to fight each other in their prime. They waited till they were senior citizens before they climbed into the ring.
Before they got in the ring, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
oh, boy, I tell you. Okay, Carnahan, 1st and 10 as the ball goes out of bounds on the kickoff. So the Cougars will have it 1st and 10 at their 40, and they have a 20-point lead. And Terrell Gray, their quarterback, has had himself a good half. He hands to the right side to Fauntleroy. Fauntleroy gets a good run off, and he's going to get about 6 on that carry. The senior running back, Fauntleroy, you look at him, and I know you remember when he was a freshman at Carnahan, you said, where did the 4 years go, right? Where did it go?
Unreal. Yeah, some of these kids have really grown, too. They picked up some height and weight.
We saw that in Amari Fluellen, who has a touchdown in this game.
Yep.
He looks pretty solid athlete over at that receiver spot over there.
Yes.
Yeah. So on 2nd down, This is Gray. Gray going to keep this one himself. Gray still high-stepping it and running it, and he's going to have a first down, finally taken down across the 45-yard line, gets to the 44. Tell you, Coach Hale's got to be happy about this quarterback, Gray, who he looks really at home in that position now, and he can really throw the ball.
He can, and I didn't know he had that strong of an arm. I really didn't.
And they hand off on first down, and again, this is Carnahan running the ball this time with Fauntleroy, and he can be. I guess he's a big back, and you have Lopez, an even bigger back. They can really pound the defense.
You know what fascinates me is that they're playing in the spring now. So how are these kids going to transfer all of this to the fall? This has got to make them better football players.
I would think so too, because they'll just continue their training right after the 5 games they play here, right?
Yeah.
So 2nd and 8 at the 42 for Carnahan. Terrell Gray operating with receivers twins to the right side. He sets up. He's going to roll. He's got time. Gray going to throw down the field and too high. Looked like he was trying to go to Keith Hudson.
Mm-hmm.
He had a lot of time, not a lot of pressure on him. Yeah, I know you covered a mini play here. A lot of games go down to the last second. A lot of heartbreaking games took place right on this field here.
A lot of games down to the wire.
I tell you, one of the things I've always been amazed about here in recent time, Kevin, the new players, they don't even huddle anymore. They just know all these plays. Here is Gray going to throw, and this one is intercepted by the Phoenix. Coming down the left side. This one's going to go all the way. 20 to the 10, to the house for the touchdown. Intercepted and taken in Bernard Williams for Miller Career Academy. Took that one, just picked it. He read that one, Kev, really read it.
Yeah, that was a big play for Career Academy.
He just read that one and took it down the side. And he took it all the way. As you saw on the replay, he took that one all the way for the score.
Yeah.
And so took it in for the touchdown. So Miller gets on the board here as he intercepts that one, takes it back. 65-yard return on that for the touchdown. And they get on the board here with Williams' touchdown return. And he caught it in traffic. He kind of was amazed that he was able to, keep his composure and with the hands to make the play. Here is Gross up the middle, and he will get in for the 2 points. So the 2 points is successful for the Phoenix, and they cut the Carnahan lead just like that down to 20-8.
Yeah, I was going to say that the Phoenix probably need more plays like that, because at some point I was thinking that Carnahan had this one in the bag. I mean, and it's too early to make a call, but they were just so dominant in the first half.
Yeah, absolutely. And that running game, as you mentioned it with Lopez, it seemed that every time Lopez is carrying that football, he's getting 4 and 5 yards a pop.
Yeah, they couldn't stop Lopez. Yeah, Lopez is a big kid. Yeah. So.
He's a colorful young man. Loves to have a lot of fun. He's always a
very playful kid.
Very positive, up-tempo.
Working at the school has allowed me the opportunity to know a lot of these kids, and Lopez is really a good kid too. I mean,
he is.
He very passionate about football, but he also wants to do well in school, as so many of our young people want to do, especially during these challenge times. So.
Absolutely, and of course over on the Carnahan side, Kev, they're still really happy about Jathan Jones, who's a freshman at SIU Carbondale, and he was quite a story,
Yeah, Jathan's quite a success story.
And he made some big plays out on this field here.
Yeah, yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yeah, very athletic young man.
All right, so here's the kick. The kick is going to go out of bounds, so Carnahan is going to get some really, really good field position out of it. They'll get to the 40-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and 10, 9:54 to go here in the third quarter. So, this is, like I said, you have the spring football season kicking off, and really a high time for high school sports as a lot of the area teams getting into sectionals and trying to work their way to state right now.
Yeah. And, I'm glad that they made the decision to do this. It was just too risky to try to play football in the fall, even though a lot of teams did. As you know, a lot of teams had to shut it down midway into the season because there were positive tests that came up. But and that's going to happen. Hopefully we can stay away from that in the spring.
Absolutely. 1st and 10, Carnahan from the 40. They give to Lopez. We were talking about him on that right side. Here he goes, and looked like they had him, and still he manages to get 5 yards out of it. We were just talking about it. It looked like they might have had Lopez in the backfield on that play, but he still manages to push and just grind his way for a gain.
Yeah.
It was the old running back of the Miami Dolphins, Larry Zonka, used to just kind of carry. John Riggins just carry people like that.
Larry
Earl Campbell.
Larry Zonka and John Kick.
That's it.
Was it John Kick or was it Mike Kick? I don't remember.
Jim Kick. I think
Jim Kick, that's it, yeah.
And Earl Campbell used to carry people, take people for a ride all the time like that, right?
Earl was a beast.
Who wanted to tackle that, right?
No one.
Then, of course, in more modern times, you have Jerome Bettis, too, right? Nobody wanted to get in front of the bus either.
The bus was something. Yeah, the bus was something.
Tajay kind of reminds you of the bus like that. Look at it. Look at the move. Look at Tajay.
He cut back, didn't he?
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, he's got a lot of skill.
And gets about 10 and gets a first down. When you're, like you say, when you're like him I know this can't be right for Tajay. I'm looking at the roster listing him at 165. I don't think that's right, Kev.
Right.
I don't think that's right.
Right.
But what I was going to say is when he cuts back inside,
that's true.
That's a problem for linebackers.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
It really is.
When you see a big 265-pounder cut back like that, man, that's
a problem for your linebackers. Of course, your DBs don't want him coming around the corner. I wouldn't want to, but he cuts back inside.
Oh, man, listen. Those downhill runners of that size, you think about the guy that's with the Tennessee Titans,
Yeah.
I mean, who wants to tackle that?
Yeah, right.
And I heard one of the coaches ask signal for the DBs to come in at the goal line when they were down here. And I thought to myself, man, I'm not sure that I'd want to even tackle. I would.
There's a face mask in there from the Phoenix, so Carnahan now has a 1st and 10 at the 21. So here to the right side is Lopez again. He gets some speed. He's on his feet. He's going to take it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they can't stop him.
Tajay Lopez from 21 yards out.
He more like the Diesel.
Hey, you get a good look at him on the side there. Watch the replay here, Kev. Watch him on the outside. Watch him on the replay on the outside. He just goes around that corner, and he is just gone.
Yeah. I don't recall him playing last year. Did he play at all?
He did, but he was primarily a linebacker.
Okay, so he wasn't in the backfield.
Yeah. And he I tell you what.
Yeah.
That was a nice run. 21 yards on the outside.
Yeah.
And makes it 26-8. Yeah. Carnahan set to attempt the 2-point conversion. Gray will be under center this time. Great play. Actually, Gray's going to keep this himself. Gray on the outside, and Terrell Gray gets in for the 2. Not bad for Terrell Gray. So Gray gets in for the 2, and Carnahan extends the lead to 28-8. As you watch it, Kev, he just really was able to get to the outside, and he has some long strides over there when he's going.
Yeah. You know, we spent a lot of time talking about Lopez, but the quarterback is really impressive too. And I had a chance to talk to his brother the other day at the school, and his brother's an impressive young man.
Yes, he is.
He's only a freshman, and I think he's like 270.
Tion Gray.
Tion Gray.
They list him at 6'5". They list him at 6'5", 240. I think some of the
I think that
Coach Hale has been a little generous with some of his weights over here. I think because he lists Tajay at 165. So I don't know. We might have thought he was over. I don't know. He was definitely over 200. So
they listed him at 165 on the program. I thought to myself, I think they missed a digit.
I tell you, so they these Carnahan Cougars have a lot of size.
Yes, they do. They do.
And then you talk about Tajay, he's multi-talented. Here he is set to kick the ball. He's also the place kicker.
Yeah.
So 8:30 to go, and Tajay does kick this one long. It's going to go in the end zone, and Gross won't run that one out. It'll come out to the 20. So it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Phoenix there. And, over on the Phoenix side, Kev, you have a longtime coach there, Reginald Ferguson, and, of course, from his days at Vashon and Miller, he's certainly one that likes a wide-open offense.
Yeah, Coach Ferg is a real ambassador for the Public High League. He's been at a couple of high-profile programs, first at Vashon and now at Career Academy, and he does a fine job with these young men.
Yeah, and I'm looking at him on the sidelines right now. We might be able to get a shot of him at some point, but you can tell he is in his zone.
Yes, he is.
Now.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
This is his sanctuary.
And you got to only think they're going to be better because they're going to get some guys from the football or basketball team. And
he said that. He told me that before in the pregame.
Yeah.
He has some guys that are going through protocols and things right now as we get a whistle here on the first down from Miller. But, he said some guys are, coming off basketball and, there's a quarantine period that they have to go moving from one sport to the next.
Sure.
And so he said but by the next game that he'll have those players. And so, he feels confident about that.
Yeah. Well, Career Academy has, through the years, had some good athletes, good football players, as well as basketball players. And so you can only believe that they're going to get better.
Yeah, Carnahan has never beaten Career Academy in football. Never have.
Yeah.
So, interesting matchup. There could be some history in the making here today. First time the ball gets away. Now it's picked up by Gross, who is on his feet still, and finally taken down. It's going to take a host of Cougars to get him down. He's still on his feet. And that young man there has been really, really impressive, too. The quarterback, Miller, he's only a sophomore.
Yeah, he's quick.
And he's very quick.
He's quick, man, and a southpaw.
Yes, throws it from the left side.
When I saw him make that roll out to the left in the first half, I said, he's going to throw this one because he was going to his strong side.
And that throws the deep because defense is most of them, they don't see left-handed quarterbacks that can roll to that side and throw like that from that side.
Not too much.
So it's an adjustment all the way around.
Yep.
So 2nd and 16, ball at the 14 for the Phoenix. Gross surveying. High snap, gets it. He wants to run, and he throws it and gets it complete. Boy, he was going down and got that completed, and gets it out close to a first down as it got the reception. And that was a good pass that he got over there to his receiver out there, Jones. Yes, determination, because he was wrapped up by the legs when he unloaded that pass. So
Oh, yeah.
again, you know,
Looked a little like Patrick Mahomes trying to flip it to somebody. Patrick, I heard today that they talk about a college wants to offer Patrick's baby girl a soccer scholarship.
already.
And I said, well, who knew she's going to play soccer?
Incredible.
Class of 2035.
3rd and 1. 3rd and 1 for the 20. High snap. Gross keeps it, though. And he's going to go, and not much running room as he's going to be shut down real quick. But he did well. That snap has been coming in kind of high. We get a flag down as Nigel Beckham, with some help, made the tackle. But we've got a face mask. Face mask coming up against Carnahan, which is going to move it forward. Nigel Beckham, who is the 5'6", 230-pound sophomore offensive lineman, making plays up front, number 60. You get a look at him, but he's pretty active out there.
Yeah, I know Nigel. He's
Probably had him in class, huh?
Yeah, he's a kind of a squatty little kid, you know. He's big and short, you know, but he's got some athletic ability too.
Holds it down in the front. I can
Yes,
stuff
he does.
that run, huh?
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right, so it is. That'll give the Phoenix a 1st and 10, and they'll spot the ball at the 44. Gross throwing it again. Gross, that one too high. Tried to get it over there to Jakeem Jones. It was just a little bit too high. And it'll be 2nd down. Again, you talk about Coach Ferg. He loves to throw it. You know, he has a different philosophy. He believes when you throw it, you know, some coaches believe when you throw it, only 3 things can happen and 2 of them are bad. He believes only 3 things can happen and 3 of them are good. So he loves to sling it around the field. He'll tell you that in a minute.
Right.
2nd and 10, Miller at the 44. Gross. Gonna put this one's gonna be short. This one's like it's gonna get picked off, and it's dropped as it looked like Kaman Long had that one level to make the play. It looked like the center fielder coming to make it. He just couldn't hold on to it, but he definitely had a bean on it for sure. So to bring up 3rd down. Third and 10 at the 44. 3:56 to go here, 3rd quarter. Carnahan up by 20. Vance Gross, the sophomore quarterback for Miller. The lefty looks. He's going to keep it and run with it, and he's still on his feet. Finally knocked out of it. He is difficult to knock down.
He's pretty elusive for us, and he's got some good wheels on him. He can move.
Yes, he can. He's one of those players you always hear coaches say, Kev, you got to wrap him up because, just hitting him, he can shift gears and keep going. Gain of 8 on that play. Fourth down, they need 2. Gross, high snap again. Gross keeping this one. Gross going to be close. He's got a 1st down. Gross still on his feet across the 40. Gross with a strong run.
Hey, Smoke.
Picked up 8 and a 1st down. He seems to be finding seams in that Carnahan defense right now.
The O-line, tell them to keep blocking. They looking. No, they blocking. They got
First and 10, Phoenix at the Carnahan 40. And he's able to run low to the ground. He gets behind the line too, Coach Kevin. You can't see what's going on, and then he's so quick and elusive, as you mentioned it. He can be gone and by you in just a matter of seconds. Swings this one out to the left side, and this one comes loose.
I wasn't sure what they were trying to do on that play. Maybe I thought it was some kind of option where he was going to go downfield. He was going.
It was going to Elijah Slayton, and like you say, they lose yardage on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, lose yardage, 3-yard loss. I'm sorry, actually that's an 8-yard loss on that play. Back to the 48, so they lose 8 on it. A 2nd and 18 now. And this time looks like Carnahan came across. Yeah, it looked like Fluellen came over from his right side safety spot. Looked like he came up really fast. Looked like he was coming on a blitz.
He had a blitz, yeah.
So he gets 5 of the yards back to the Phoenix. And they get it up to the 43. 2nd and 13 now. Oh, this one gets away from Gross. Here comes pressure. Gross running it. Oh, runs right by the Carnahan defender, still on his feet. Good run.
Very good run.
Turned a busted play into a big gain for the Phoenix. How about that? Yeah, even the ball is snapped high, gets away from him. He can pick it up and still get yardage out of it.
Yeah.
Good yardage out of it.
Yeah, that was a nice run. Real nice.
Picked it up to the 33. Call it 3rd and 3 now. From the 33. These snaps have been appearing to come really high.
Yeah, they've had problems with the snaps, the shotgun snaps.
He's kind of like more of a pistol now, so that snap gets up pretty high to him. Oh, now that one is just the opposite, and here comes the rush from Carnahan. I think Carnahan may have it.
Yeah.
Looked like it was recovered. Yeah, it looks like Tion Gray, the brother of the quarterback, got the recovery.
Brother. Yep.
And it's just the opposite. Like you say, it was interesting that the other snaps seemed to be coming up really high for Gross. This time it was put on the ground for him.
Yeah.
So, again, like you say, the centers everybody's getting in the rhythm and getting adjusted.
That's right.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 36 now for Carnahan. And Terrell Gray will go to work. You look over your right side of the camera, you see all those signals and signs coming into Gray. Some of them, of course, are just some decoys, but he's getting a lot of stuff. Here is Tashe Lopez right up the middle. Lopez, look at him go. Lopez for a gain of 19 to the 45. He seems to be the answer today.
He's tough. I tell you what, I didn't know he was this powerful from the backfield. And like I said, I didn't even remember even seeing him last year, but he wasn't in the backfield. So.
Right. He was tackling running backs, right. So Coach Hale making that decision. Maybe we'll have to the postgame have to ask him about that one, moving him to that and the kind of day he's had today. It's to the left side. On a run over here is Long, and Long gets a good run. Gets it up to the 33. And he gains 12 and picks up a first down. Cameron Long on the run for Carnahan. First and 10 Cougars at the 33. They're in business now at the Phoenix 33-yard line. Terrell Gray with Fauntleroy in the backfield. He's going to set up. Gray looking downfield, signaling, puts it up long down the right side. He's got Pulley and just overthrew him. Well, I guess if Pulley keeps running on that, he's got him, right?
Probably.
Right.
I think Gray was gesturing for him to keep going. I think he slowed down a little bit, and that may have kept him from making the catch. But what was impressive was the throw on the run.
Yeah, right.
Gray's got a nice arm.
Yes, he kind of directing traffic like
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers or something, right?
Yeah, he's got a lot of agility.
All right, so it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 33. Terrell Gray and company. This time he goes to Fauntleroy up the middle, left side. Fauntleroy to the 10, 5. Fauntleroy.
That's it.
And he gets it
No,
to the 1.
to the 1, yeah.
Fauntleroy with a 32-yard run. On the replay, you see him just take to that left side, and boy, I tell you, it looked like he was going all the way. A nice saving tackle by Jakeem Jones of Miller to stop that. And it looks like there might be a flag down on this, too, as the officials talk about it. Now they're going to wave the flag off. No flag. No flag. They're going to pick it up.
Looks like 55 for Carnahan came up limping.
That's Calvin Campbell,
Okay.
the 6'2", 212-pound offensive lineman. I think he might be a little bigger than that, too.
No doubt.
Yeah.
I don't think they're listing any of these height weights generously. I think maybe they're over assessing the weight.
All right, 1st and goal, Carnahan from the 3. 1:34 to go, 3rd quarter. The give is to Fauntleroy. Fauntleroy inside. Fauntleroy's in, touchdown. Tracy Fauntleroy from 3 yards out. And the Cougars of Carnahan getting to the end zone for the 4th time today. Tracy Fauntleroy scores his 2nd touchdown of the day. So now Lopez will come on for the extra point. And the kick is up, and it's low and missed.
From this angle, it looked like it went right down the middle.
So the kick comes up short on the attempt there. But Carnahan with a 34, you'll get a look at it here as, didn't quite see.
I couldn't see it.
Couldn't see it?
There's a
Okay.
glare. But
All right, so 1:26 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Carnahan feeling real good about themselves right now, up 34-8. And of course, coming up after this one, Kev, you're going to have
Fish on and live for
Sean
life.
Live for Life And
A lot of Live for Life fans down in Springfield to watch the girls play in the state final
that's right.
in class, would that be 5A or 3A?
That's class 3, actually. Class 3.
Class
Mhm.
3. Yeah, they took the A off of that, didn't they?
Yeah, I
years
think
ago?
they took the A off.
It's just
Yeah.
the numerals.
Yeah.
But that's a tribute to that program. You remember when that school first came into existence?
Absolutely. And the boys made the Final Four as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
so
yeah,
they're playing in the
They're
consolation
in the
game.
consolation game today, right?
Yeah. Anytime you get both of your boys and girls basketball teams in the Final Four, that's a
Oh yeah.
tremendous
Oh
accomplishment.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
This one is going to be taken by Elijah Slayton down the left side, and he will go down as coming over there to make the tackle for Carnahan was Brian Brothers. And so Phoenix will have it. And they'll have a 1st and 10 with 1:19 to go here in the third quarter. Get it out to the 27-yard line. 1st and 10. Like I say, weather-wise, couldn't have asked for a better day for the guys.
Football weather, almost like a November day.
Yeah, yeah. So 1st down and 10, ball at the 27. And here's a throw over the middle, and that's caught. And that's going to be our 1st down. Moving down the left side with the reception to Bernard Williams, the wide receiver.
This is probably Bernard's second year playing football. Yeah, you can tell how he moves. You know what I'm saying?
And looked so smooth with Bernard Williams. And again, the sophomore quarterback, Gross, just hung in there and made the throw.
Gross is impressive.
He is.
Gross is impressive.
Got it up to the 39-yard line.
You know the funny thing about a lot of these football players, some of them haven't played for a very long time, but they got such a high ceiling for athletic ability.
Absolutely.
Kind of like Jathan Jones,
Yeah, yeah. I don't
former
believe it.
Carnahan great that said SIU
Yeah.
Carbondale, as you mentioned earlier.
And he didn't start playing in his junior year. So
Right.
he had an outstanding junior and senior year and
Right.
did the thing. Oh, this one goes real high as Gross will get this. And we've seen Gross. Oh, boy, good hit.
Yeah.
As he was really hit on that one. As there's some good recovery there. Carnahan, Daniel Boyce making a hit. And you see it on the replay here. But a lot of times with the case with Gross, when those kind of things happen, he'll take the play like that and turn it into a 10, 15-yard gain.
Yes. I would say one of the things CA will probably work on in practice this week is that snap.
That snap, yeah. Yep.
Because I can't remember that they've had a clean one yet. I mean,
Absolutely. As
all right.
time,
We're told by somebody up here in the booth that the center didn't play this week, the regular center. So that would explain why they're having so much problem.
that is a difficult task too.
Yeah.
Like you say, if you have,
Yeah.
if you don't do it during the
Yeah.
week, and then you have to
Yeah.
move into game form and
Yeah.
and make those snaps because everything's out of the shotgun for the most part. Now that's not easy.
Yeah. No,
task.
that's not something you can just learn overnight.
Right. Yep. Absolutely. So we're at the end of the third quarter. Our score is Carnahan 34, Miller Career 8. We'll take a break in the action. This is high school football on Zulu Sports.
So this was the new stuff that they built these little buildings right here.
Yeah, well,
And the bathroom too.
yeah, so like
And these bathrooms. So are these locker rooms? That's what those are?
yeah, over there.
So these are locker rooms for the
Yeah.
opponents.
Yeah, so the
And then-
bathroom been right there.
But they
just
it didn't look like that.
No, they just
All right.
remodeled that. They remodeled that.
And they did that too.
Yeah, so the storage unit has always been there. They just added to it. They just added the locker room to it.
Okay.
I came up here, I'm like,
Something different. I said the same thing.
we had to go down there.
Because the concession stand used to be over there.
Because
that locker room.
All the football games used to go over there. Go on over on the side.
Especially when it's
You know,
cold.
But when we played, we'd just go on the hill down here right in front of the school.
I always played over there on the side. That's what I did.
Drag over here.
Yeah. We are back here at Gateway Tech. Fourth quarter action set to get underway. Kevin Boone and Kevin Pulley with you. It's Kev and Kev show, right?
Kick that around a few times.
Kick that around. Actually, it's the Cougars in Phoenix here. That's the big show here. It's spring football, history-making day. Kev, I just got to believe that they've never had spring football in the public high league before.
Well, no, if they did, they were practicing illegally.
If they did, right.
They ain't going to say there weren't a few football teams that didn't play some games in the spring, but they did it behind closed doors.
Behind
Let's put it like
doors,
that.
right,
I don't
right.
know if they did or not.
Absolutely. So a historic day here, and again, good to see these players, and coaches, and the fans in the stands out here today. Really is good. Second down, and Gross set. Gross wanted to throw. Gross down the field, throws it, and tipped down as Fauntleroy got a hand on it. We saw that before. That ball was actually Pulley tipped it to his teammate. He knocked it down and resulted in an interception for Carnahan.
The line of the game is wrong.
Got to really be feeling. Those Carnahan Cougars have to be feeling good over there with Coach Hale with the way things are going. As they've
Should be 23 yards. We
happy to
like
get some
30.
things going. As I don't know what was going on, but it looks like Coach Ferguson is coming back over from the Carnahan side. So I know Coach Ferguson and Coach Hale both very close with each other. Third down and 23 from the 38-yard line now for Gross and the Phoenix. Another high snap again. Gross sets up, going to throw this one on the left side. This one's going to get, Polite right through his hands. Looked like Jalen Polite had that one measured off, and so Polite jumps down. You see him there and starts his push-ups because
I don't know. Is that mandated by the coaches?
I
or
think
is that
that's in practice when you miss one like that. You do so. Polite just does it in the game. He knows that he should have had that one. Even Coach Hale
showed a little character when he
showed
started
some
doing
character.
that.
He just jumped down and started doing.
Dropped down and did his
Did
push-ups.
his 10. Yeah, he sure did. All right, so it'll be fourth down, 23 from the 38. Doesn't appear that Gross is going to punt this. There's Gross. Gross going to keep it. Gross directing traffic, still on his feet, and finally going to be taken out at the 50. So out of that play, he gets 12 yards out of that. So gets to the 50. Carnahan will take over on downs. It'll be first and 10 Cougars at the 50-yard line.
That's the easy switch. Change the position 25.
Hey, Rich. Hey, go for Caleb. Get Caleb up out of there.
Talk about some of these athletes over on that Carnahan side. Talk about a Polite. He just switches right over now, moves over to the defense.
Defense, yeah.
After playing over on the offense.
Yes. I noticed that.
Goes right from the corner. He switches from the corner, from his DB's position right to the
Yeah.
receiver spot now. So Terrell Gray.
Hey, tell him to scoot up close to the ball.
At the 50, 11:41 to go in the fourth quarter. Gray swings it, gets it to Keith Hudson. Hudson on the left side. Hudson still with it, and he'll get 9 up to the 41.
Yes.
Keith Hudson, another one of those players with those outstanding hands. Turned on some of the lights here now at Gateway. Talk about some of the coaches in the Public High League, Kev. You know, you mentioned Vashon coming up. Of course, you're going to see Will Franklin and the staff getting set over there. That's more of that history of football.
Yeah, more of that tradition. Yep.
This is Lopez. Lopez across the middle. I don't think he has lost yards on a carry all day today, Kev.
No. And I think that's going to be two Vashon alums coaching against each other, because I don't. Didn't McLeod coach at?
Oh, is that right? I didn't know that.
I think Coach McLeod coaches over at
wow.
Live for Life. Yeah.
Boy, what an athlete he was.
Yeah.
At,
Oh my gosh. My goodness, he was something else.
Yeah, on the basketball court, the football field. I don't know. I guess running track.
Running track. He did a little bit of everything.
Everything. I don't know if he played baseball too. I'm not sure. Vashon has a long history with the Codys, right? Long history.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. Here's Lopez again. Oh, wow. He's rumbling and carrying tacklers with him. And some kind of way, the ball ends up going to Pulley. As Tajay really moving the football. 9:51 and counting here. And that'll be first down. Ball will be at the 33 for Gray and his Cougars. Right now, the Phoenix is showing 6 DBs as Carnahan has them really spread out. That's been one of the things. Not much pressure has been on. A lot of motion in the backfield as you had Hudson coming in motion, and then Tajay began motion. Just too much motion going on there. So, false start. That'll cost Carnahan 5. Back to the 37. First and 15. From the 37 of the Phoenix of Miller Career Academy. Ray swings it. Gets over there to Long, and Long, nowhere to go. Good defensive play. Very good defensive play from the Phoenix. Jaquez Jones on the tackle. Jakeem Jones Snipes on the tackle. Coming up on 8 minutes here in the fourth quarter. Now another false start. That time Long, Cameron Long had some motion, I know, on the right side. It's that situation, Kev, where the coach always says, watch the ball, right?
I guess, Kevin.
I
think both these teams have done a magnificent job, considering that this is the first game and they're playing in the dead of spring.
Absolutely.
On the cusp of spring.
My hat's off to them.
Timing's really good, been a little off, but they've done a good job.
They sure have. Here's Gray on the run. Gray going to keep this one and run with it. Gray finally knocked down at the 35-yard line. Got it to the 35. Brings up third down now for Carnahan. At the 38. Ray with a 3rd and 16. Ray down the field. He's got Lopez at the 35, 30. He's still on his feet and going to be close. Going to mark him out of bounds at the 25. And he's going to be short. It's going to be a 4th. 4th and about 3. Guess you could say you can give that to Lopez and probably get the first with that. With the kind of day he's had today.
You know, he spells his name Lopes, and he's very adamant about having his name pronounced correctly, and he'll remind you that it's not Lopes, it's Lopez.
Lopez, yes, he does.
You know,
Yes, he
I
does.
try to remind him, though. Well, I'll let you go
That's
ahead
true.
and call this play.
That's very true. That is how Tajay
I've addressed him as Lopes many times, and he says
he will correct you, right?
He says it's Lopez.
He will tell you that. He certainly will tell you that.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
Carnahan will take a time out. I've been there too. I didn't know.
I didn't know that, but I'm old school. I told him, I said, well, I remember a great baseball player named Davy Lopes,
right?
And he says,
right.
he said, Boone, I don't know who that is. I said, well, I wouldn't expect you to, but
That's right.
He'll remind you that he'll tell you it's Lopez.
Right. He will.
I thought he was trying to put a little flavor on it, like Anthony Dorsett did when he came out of his Heisman years.
Yeah, it used to be Dorsett. Right?
Anthony Dorsett. Then when he got the $1 million or multi-million dollars, he goes, it's Dorsett.
Right.
Which I got used to because he was good no matter what he was.
Right. No question. No question he was. Yeah. Tajay. And you do have to remember that because he does spell it like Lopes, but he does.
Yeah, but he says Lopez.
Lopez, and he likes you to pronounce it that
Yeah.
way. Yeah, exactly. He actually does it. And Tajay, they will call him TJ. You got to look at some of the fans here at Gateway Tech here. As 4th and 3, though, I gotta believe the Phoenix are going to be anticipating that this is going to be a Lopez call right here. And I think Tajay, he wants the ball right here.
Right.
All right, so here we go. 4th and 3 from the 25. Yep, there it is. Lopez to the outside, and as you would expect, he's got the first down and more. Still up and finally taken out of bounds. Was there any doubt about who was going to get the ball there, Kev?
No doubt about it. He can't be stopped. Not, at least not in this game.
Yeah, sometimes you just have days like that, right?
Yeah, you have days like that. Yep. Now, who will they draw next week? Will it be Vashon or?
I believe it might be
I think
Vashon.
it'll be Vashon next week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Vashon is playing non-conference this week.
Mm-hmm.
You also have Roosevelt and Gateway playing today as well.
Yeah. Oh, is that right? So
That-
Gateway, Roosevelt and Gateway playing at Roosevelt.
Right now, as we speak, they're playing that game. I haven't heard a score or a report yet. First and 10 from the 17. Gray going to throw for the end zone. He's got Pulley, throws it over the shoulder, and it's just too far. Yeah, he had Pulley. He just was on the Pulley was looking for it over the right shoulder. It was thrown more to the left, and he tried to adjust to it. So it looks like a penalty coming up here against the Cougars. Is it ineligible? Looks like that's going to be the call. Call against the Cougars. Or no, it's going to be against the Phoenix. It's at first and it is against the Cougars. I'm sorry. It's ineligible down the field. First and 15 now at the 22. Fauntleroy getting in on the action, and he'll go across the middle.
Yeah, Fauntleroy's been a little overshadowed, but he's not had a bad game either.
No.
He's had some nice runs up the middle.
Yes, absolutely. And you see Coach Hell giving you a look of both of them in the backfield. There's been some times, and then he'll switch them out. Right now, they're both in right now. So I guess the thing about that, and run out of the eye, and Tajay's in the fullback position, but he's ran like a halfback all day today.
Yeah, yes. Snap, and the ball comes out, and we get a offside call against the Phoenix. So that will move it to the 12. And it'll be 2nd and 5 from the 12. 5:30 and counting. Ray comes under center now. On the outside run, Carnahan with it. Oh, boy, cutting back to the left side. It's Travell Eason, and he goes in for a touchdown. Wow. That was impressive.
Travell Eason looked like that play wasn't going to go anywhere, and he was able to cut back against the grain. As you watch the replay here, he'll cut back, go to the left side, fought off a couple of blockers and tacklers, would-be tacklers, and got into the end zone for the touchdown. So Travell Eason gets in on the scoring. The 12-yard run. So now Tajay Lopez will come on to attempt an extra point again. This time it is low, and
he's got a strong leg. He just hasn't been able to put it on target, I guess.
Yeah, couldn't get that one up. And then, of course, quarterback, the holder there, you're always a little concerned about him holding the ball, and it looks like Gray, number 12, a little bit shaken up. He looks like he's okay now.
You know, when I came up here, I was wondering if I'd see your old friend, former Public High League great and Mizzou standout, Joe Moore. But I forgot Joe usually only does Cardinal Ritter games. Don't know why he has an allegiance with them.
Couldn't think of a reason why. But he, of course, his son is playing football now
Arizona State, right?
Arizona State, and
yeah.
Herm Edwards, and of course Herm says you play the game you play to win. That's why you play.
Now, I think I heard you earlier saying Coach Hell was a product of Arizona State. But no, I thought it was Arizona. Maybe it is Arizona State.
Arizona State, yeah, because he played where Mike Martz was the quarterback's coach.
Coach Martz, okay, all right.
Of course, we know about
Tell you a true story. I had to go and get some x-rays done out at Barnes West. And I don't mean to give anybody a plug, but they're probably the most prominent hospital in town. And they were spiriting somebody into the facility to get an x-ray and to get an MRI, and it was Mike Martz. And I was like, wow, a Mike Martz sighting. And I don't know why. I think didn't he have some health issue in his one of his last years with the
so.
Rams.
I
I don't
think he
know
may
what it
have.
was, but he didn't get hit or anything. They just had him in. They just had him just being looked at, examined, and I just saw him and I thought, wow, Mike Martz out here. Really,
Yeah, he certainly left a legacy here in St. Louis, didn't he?
well, you know what? He was a great coordinator. Don't know how great of a head coach he was, but they did make it to the Super Bowl one year that he was there. So you can't ask for much more.
Right. And it looks like an onside kick here from the Cougars, and I'm going to say it didn't roll to 10 yards, and the Phoenix are going to have great field position because the ball didn't go the needed 10 yards, so they're going to get it right at the 50-yard line. So Vance Gross and his offense will be in business at midfield.
Well, they don't want to call a game this soon, but with only 5 minutes to go, it does appear that Carnahan is going to pick up this victory, and it's an important win, obviously for the team, but more importantly for the school, because I don't think we've seen a victory for a couple of years, and so this will at least get us past that negative blemish. You know, it's been a long time. We'll put it like that.
That's why I say, for Coach Hale, it's gotta feel good.
It's got to be sweet. It's got to be real sweet.
And, he might have to watch out for the Gatorade cooler over there on the Carnahan side.
You think?
Yeah, I think he might. It's some good weather, but I don't know if you might not want to get it today. But he better watch out because.
Well, I don't know how many high school teams do that. I think it might be some repercussions.
Yeah, that's quite a tradition, isn't it? I think.
It is.
Did that start with the New York Giants
I
and
don't know.
Bill
You know what?
Parcells? I think maybe.
That's a good question. I don't know how that got started.
I'm thinking that it may have started with they had a linebacker. I want to say Harry Carson's, maybe. That great group of linebackers they had.
Carl
Carson,
Banks, Harry
Carl
Carson, of course, LT, Lawrence
LT,
Taylor.
of course, Lawrence Taylor. Reasons, I think, was also
Yeah,
there.
Reasons, yep.
And I think it might have been Carl Banks maybe that started.
Carl Banks started, yeah.
Yeah, they would get Bill Parcells because he was so intense, and the game, and then it just kind of.
I noticed through the years though, some coaches have not really embraced getting the Gatorade drench that well. The Alabama coach comes to mind.
Nick Saban.
Nick Saban.
I don't think he's a fan of that.
Nick does not. I don't think Nick likes it.
No, I don't think he does either. I don't know if Nick. The coach at LSU, I think he kind of relishing that Orgeron coach Orgeron. I think he kind of relishes in that kind of celebration. But you're right, everybody doesn't like it.
No.
So this is Gross. Getting some yardage. Gross still moving. Gross. Big first down. Gross
has been impressive.
Yeah, gets it up to the 10.
Gross has been very impressive.
Again, he is quick and fleet of foot, and man, you turn your head and he's gone, Kev.
Yeah,
I tell you.
I know. Yeah.
And you can see some of the players from Live for Life.
And Vashon. A lot of horn honking out there. I got to think maybe some of those Vashon faithful are already out here tailgating,
Getting set, right? Yeah.
Maybe about 3 of them. No, I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah. That's it. So 1st and 10 at the 15. Run to the outside and some yardage for the Phoenix. As the clock continues to run, we're under We're at 4:35 now and counting. You're in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. You know, the league always had great athletes and always had terrific football players, you know, and, you know, for a variety of reasons, you know, a lot of that talent was siphoned off and sent out to the county and, you know, just something that happened through the years. But they are always good football players in the PHL.
Yeah, that's a long, like you said, long history there. And it's a good run and a big hit as Gross took a big hit that time from the Carnahan linebackers, Brandon Smith, the 6-foot sophomore linebacker, number 57. Big hit on the play.
I'm impressed with the numbers with some of these schools. I mean, I didn't think they would get that many kids out over here at Live for Life or over here at Carnahan. And you say now that CA is going to get some kids out from
Coming
basketball.
Back, yeah. Coach Ferguson told us that before the game. So 3rd and 6 now. So Vance Gross, high snap for Gross. Gross going to keep this one. Going to run to the right side. Gross still running strong. We're under 3 minutes and counting here now. We're at 2:44, and we're counting it down. Running the 4, Gross. Going to the right side, Gross. Stepping up, and Gross gets in for the touchdown. Vance Gross scores from 4 yards out. He's had himself an impressive day. Sophomore quarterback. And the CA fans have got to be excited about him for the next couple of years, too.
Yeah, definitely.
So they'll come on for the 2-point conversion. And a high snap. This one gets away, and Gross will save it. And so the 2-point conversion will be unsuccessful here. So with 2:19 to go, Phoenix get on the board to add on to their point total. 40-14 our score now.
Just one today. We want it done. One and done. You got it, Dan.
2:19 to go. Coming up, though, is Vashon and Live for Life. Good to see those colors.
Yeah.
red,
Those are
blue
good.
coming in.
I tell you what, all the uniforms look good. The guys are fresh, as the kids say.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Live for Life practices down there over by the Budweiser facility down on the south side on South Broadway. So if you're ever coming up that way, you can look to the right and you'll see them down there practicing on the field.
Now, where they practice
Down
again?
by the Budweiser factory facility
okay.
down on South Broadway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
And then there, of course, they have an outstanding new basketball. So I guess it's 2 years old now. Their basketball.
You know, I
facility.
have not been inside of it, but you saw it when I guess.
Quite impressive. Quite impressive.
Yeah.
Nice.
Is it bigger than it appears from the outside?
It's got good space to it. The seating is all on one side, but it has a lot of space, and it just looks it's really impressive. Nice. It's a nice home to have. I know they boys and girls programs really enjoy it. I know they do.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 45 is where Carnahan will have it for the final 2:19.
Tell me why Jeff Bezos stepped down. Einstein. Tell me why Jeff stepped down.
How you did?
Number 2 now. Instead of one Amazon.
Sometimes other people may be better at running.
1st and 10, Carnahan Cougars.
Like everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody got different roles and shit. So just because he not the CEO that
And Cameron Long in there at quarterback now, and he keeps it himself for a short game.
I'm sorry.
So what's your portfolio looking like now? You just going crypto? That's it?
No. Amazon, Tesla.
Shit, Amazon $3,000.
No.
You got fractions?
Yeah. So I do what I tell you know, so for like a certain amount each month. So, 10-year period, 2 years.
2nd and 7 now, Cougars from the 47. They hand this and ball is fumbled. It's picked up and it's fumbled again. The Cougars and Cameron Long is able to get it back. Long had to hustle back. It was fumbled, picked up, and came out again. Long there to get it. And now we're under a minute to go here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go KMI.
40-14. Hand off to Terrell Easton, who scored a touchdown. Easton's going to reverse his field. He's got some blockers on that right side, too. There's a flag going, but Easton gets across the 40. Easton to the 30. Easton to the 20. Easton taken out of bounds inside the 15. There is a flag
I
down.
believe it's coming back, but it's almost a moot point with 15 seconds left.
Yep, it's going to go against the Cougars.
Stuff, they trying to get away from all that shit.
It's coming back. That's the people that own the pipeline. They shipping that stuff through. But
That's what I'm saying.
But Trump ain't messing. I mean, not Trump, but Biden ain't messing with that.
That's what I'm
He's
saying.
messing with the others. He ain't
He's trying to go green with everything. So
Check.
That's the only thing that would just have me a little bit suspect with this. And
Okay, well then you know about cannabis, weed, right?
yeah.
Okay, so that's how it's here, right? Okay, Miracle Grow, pull it up. That's what they use it on that cannabis. Miracle Grow is tough. What they gonna do? They walking out the field, you know?
We could walk around them.
So you said 3D?
3D, you love 3D.
Yeah, because
That's 3 leagues.
okay. Yeah, we go. I see. Because there's only 15 seconds on the clock.
3 leagues?
So
There's
we'll
3
have
leagues
to.
on that.
When it's
3D.
over, we'll have to try and run over there and get it.
But don't get me wrong now. I love chess.
Get one?
You know how to
We
play.
go get one out there?
I got fractions on him. He just dropped down from 8.
Okay.
I think I ain't over to 650.
Yeah, they
Okay.
took a big one. But that's automatic.
Yeah, because you know he can't keep on doing that.
Okay.
You know what? He just made the S&P, right? Was that 2 months ago? 3 months ago?
Over here
You talking my talk.
to here.
I didn't know you was that educated. No bad whatsoever.
Oh, toward the 50. Okay. All right. All right.
You know, at the end of the day, you just think like, I feel like I already supposed to be a millionaire, so I got to make up. Yeah, so.
You gonna take a knee. Those are different programs.
Standard
If you want outside, yeah.
Standard and poor.
I'm talking to him.
Talk.
I'm talking to him.
Check 1, 2. Hello, 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 hello. You still hear me?
Well, that's the only program that I can get into. They allow it. Anything else ain't ready.
All right, that's going to wrap things up. 40-14 is our final score as the Cougars of Carnahan get the first victory of the spring. 40-14. Okay, again. Yep, we're going to 40-14 is our final score. 40-14 our final score. 40-14 as Carnahan holds on in the victory. Still trying. Coach on that, he can come right for a quick interview. All right, Kev Boone. Final score, Carnahan wins it. Career Academy, the final score to 40-14. And we are in the process of trying to get our post-game set up here with Coach Hale and see if we can't get a final word about his team's. So, good effort. Ajay Lopez, big scores. And that running game and the quarter. Good plays. And the Cougars get the victory. Okay, we're just about set here to get the victory. So we're going to shoot it with Briasia's camera, correct?
They told us to go out this gate over here. Okay. I don't know why, but.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. You going to get us right here, Bree? You can give them right. Okay. All right.
I'd like for you to give me with the 40, with that 40 on that scoreboard for me. If you don't mind.
All right.
I like the scoreboard too.
You like the scoreboard?
In the background.
Okay. We get it in here, Bree, then. Okay. All right. All right, so we're visiting with head coach Darren Hale of the Carnahan Cougars. They get the first victory. Right.
I feel good. Hard work pays off. We made some history this year. This is the first year Carnahan beating Miller. I know it's spring ball, but hey, for us, it's important, for kids to get their reps in, get football in, and it's good to be back on the field.
What is going on with this Tajay Lopez? What a big day for him today.
The kid balled. He just straight balled. He told me, Coach, I want to get it. I want to get it for you. So we gave it to him, and he got it for us.
I tell you what, Coach, impressive with Tajay, your quarterback. Looked really, really comfortable today, too.
Yeah, he settled in and led the team. And that's all we asked him to do was just, hey, manage the team, manage the ball game, and we just moved the ball.
Defensively, you didn't allow Miller to really get anything going. Your defense always seemed to have the answer today.
Yeah, we got some things we got to clean up on our tackling. But for the most part, I'm pleased with the 11 men to the ball. We were aggressive. I'm pleased.
All right, that's Coach Darren Hale. Coach, congratulations, and keep it going this way. Best wishes to you.
Thank you.
All right, that's Coach Darren Hale, where his Cougars were victorious today. The final score, Carnahan 40, Miller Career Academy 14. That's going to wrap things up here from Gateway as we kick off the first game of the spring season. Carnahan with a big victory over Career Academy. And that's it from the field for Zulu Sports.
Go Cougars.